Look, I get it. 2025 has already dropped some massive anime hits. Everyone's hyped about Jujutsu Kaisen, Frieren, Demon Slayer, the usual suspects. But here's the thing, while those shows steal the spotlight, there's a ton of absolute hidden gems flying under the radar. Which brings us to today's mission, spotlighting 10 underrated anime of 2025 that you need on your watch list. Some are hilarious, some will break your heart, and some are so unique you'll wonder how more people aren't talking about them. So let's jump right in. Number 10, Grand Blue Dreaming. So picture this, you join a diving club expecting serene ocean views and maybe some bonding time underwater. Sounds chill, right? Except instead you get a non-stop parade of drinking games, dumb challenges, and more naked chaos than actual scuba diving. That's Grand Blue in a nutshell. Season 1 already had a cult following back in 2018, but Season 2 finally dropped in July 2025, and it's somehow even more unhinged. Characters are pulling stunts so ridiculous that you can't help but laugh until your stomach hurts. And yet, between all the booze and insanity, you'll catch these surprisingly wholesome moments. A hug after a loss, a goofy pep talk, these simple reminders that these people actually care about each other beneath all the madness. Grand Blue is stupid, but it's the smartest kind of stupid. It's chaotic, it's heartfelt, and it's the anime equivalent of hanging out with the funniest, most dysfunctional group of friends you'll ever meet. Number 9, Medalist. This anime follows Tsukasa, a man who always dreamt of becoming a competitive figure skater. But because he started too late, his ambitions never took off. Now, barely scraping by, he ends up working as an assistant coach, which is how he meets Inori, a timid 5th grader who loves skating. But between her mother's overprotectiveness and her own lack of confidence, she's never been able to pursue it. Well, at least until Tsukasa steps in. Seeing her hidden potential and remembering his own struggles, he decides to guide her. Together they form an unlikely partnership, a failed skater chasing redemption and a shy girl daring to dream. Inori begins training with her sights set on the Olympics, determined to become a medalist. It's heartfelt, inspiring, and the animation, absolutely gorgeous. Every spin and jump feels like art, and with Season 2 already confirmed for January 2026, now's the perfect time to jump right in before everyone else catches on. Medalist is filled with passion and heart, all laced up on ice. Number 8. Zenshu. So imagine this, you're a rising star in the anime industry. Straight out of high school, your talent as an animator explodes, and before long, you're directing your own hit series. That's Natsuko Hirose, an up-and-coming genius whose debut creates a social phenomenon. Her next big project? A romantic comedy film about first love. The problem? Natsuko has never been in love, and without that experience, she can't even finish the storyboard. Stuck, overworked, and frustrated, she suddenly collapses, only to wake up inside her favorite childhood anime movie, A Tale of Perishing. From there, the lines between reality and fiction blur. It's part fantasy, part self-reflection, and honestly, one of the most meta anime of 2025. Instead of giant battles or flashy action, Zenshu digs into creativity, burnout, and what it really means to chase a dream. It's slow, thoughtful, and not flashy, which is probably why people are skipping it. But if you've ever hit a wall, felt stuck, or wondered, what's the point? Zenshu hits you right in the feels. Number 7. I Have a Crush at Work. So picture this. You clock in, exchange death stares with the coworker who always gets under your skin, and then you sneak off to text them, "I miss you." That's the type of messy situation we have here. Masagu works in accounting at a confectionery company, while Yui is in planning/PR. To everyone else, they're mortal enemies. In reality, they're dating, deeply in love, and trying to keep it under wraps because office gossip is brutal. The show turns every mundane workplace ritual into a stealth mission. Post-happy hour confessions, elevator small talk that's actually code, and the Olympic sport of not making eye contact in front of anyone. What makes it really stand out is the adult vibe. Two late 20-somethings juggling deadlines, career moves, and the question of when or whether to go public. It's a cozy, wholesome romance, and the 12-episode 2025 run from Studio Blade nails the secret dating tension without cheap drama. If you've ever hidden a smile behind a coffee cup at work, this one will feel dangerously relatable. Number 6. Black Butler, Emerald Witch Arc. It's the late 1800s in Victorian England. A young noble, CL Phantom Hive, has every reason to hate the world. His parents, murdered. His family name, dragged into ruin. Out of desperation, he makes a plea with a demon. Serve me as the perfect butler until my revenge is complete, and in the end, you can take my soul. Enter Sebastian Michaelis, flawless, charming, and terrifying when the gloves come off. The previous seasons hooked fans with a mix of murder mysteries, supernatural plots, and gothic flair, setting the stage for one of anime's most iconic master-servant duos. Now, the Emerald Witch arc takes that foundation and throws it into something straight out of a nightmare. Ciel and Sebastian leave London for a remote, snow-covered German village plagued by rumors of werewolves and protected by a mysterious Emerald Witch. What starts as a standard investigation spirals into a chilling mix of folklore, scientific conspiracy, and survival horror. It's eerie, tense, and dripping with that signature Black Butler elegance, the kind where a tea break can follow a bloodbath. The arc doesn't just expand the world, it deepens the question of what it really means for Ciel to be the Queen's guard dog when the monsters aren't just hiding in the streets of London, but in the forests of Europe itself. Number 5. Shoshimi. Imagine you're in high school and all you really want is a quiet, uneventful life. No drama, no attention, just normal days with no one noticing you. That's the pact Kobato and Osanai make in Shoshimi. They call themselves Shoshimi, meaning ordinary citizens, and promise to keep everything simple. The problem? Wherever they go, strange mysteries and little social puzzles keep finding them. A missing pastry, a twisted rumor, a small lie that spirals out of control. All things that seem harmless at first, but end up revealing the darker, messier sides of human nature. What's so refreshing about Shoshimi is that it isn't about grand theatrics or over-the-top crime cases. It's about how sharp observation and everyday logic can unravel the secrets hidden in plain sight. The tone is calm, thoughtful, and even a little cozy, until you realize how deep these small mysteries can really be. Now, with season 2 arriving, that promise of ordinary life is looking shakier than ever. Number 4. Apocalypse Hotel. It's the year 2157. Humanity abandoned Earth due to a mysterious airborne contamination which left the atmosphere deadly for humans. The last stubborn heartbeat of human culture is a luxurious hotel in the ruins of Ginza, kept alive by a tireless concierge and a crew of robots. They polish glasses nobody's lifted in a century, keep the lobby immaculate, and patiently wait for humanity to come back. Then the bell rings. It's not humans, but extraterrestrial travelers who start using Earth as a pit stop. And that's the show. A post-apocalyptic dramatic comedy where customer service meets cosmic melancholy. Each episode is a new guest, a new way to show what home really means when your species is scattered across the stars. There's comedy, gentle heartbreaks, and a running question. If humanity returns, will it even recognize the world that waited for it? Number 3. Clevatus. Here, we're in a world where the final boss wins, wipes out the hero party, topples a kingdom, and then hears a baby crying in the wreckage. Clevatus, the Beast King, decides on a whim to raise a surviving royal infant, and even resurrects a fallen hero, Alicia, as an unwilling, undead caretaker. What follows is a road story disguised as a monster tale. The demon lord transforms into a boy to blend in, learns diapers and diplomacy, and even studies humans, not as prey but as a riddle. The show swings from brutal fights to family softness, asking if nurture can redirect a force of nature, and whether a hero bound by magic can still choose compassion. If you like your fantasy with the heart, this one hits that rare sweet spot. Number 2. Kowloon Generic Romance. Picture a crowded city full of winding alleys, neon signs, and old buildings stacked on top of each other. That's the setting of Kowloon Generic Romance, a love story that feels both nostalgic and mysterious. It follows Kudo and Kujirai, two real estate agents who spend their days working together, joking around, and slowly growing closer. On the surface, it feels like a relaxed, everyday romance with quiet conversations and little moments that say more than just words. But the city they live in isn't normal. Strange rumors start to creep in, people don't always seem like who they really are, and there's this constant feeling that something is slightly off. And that's what makes this show compelling. It's a slow burn with an atmospheric story that blends love with mystery. The more you watch, the more it makes you wonder what secret is lurking beneath their relationship. And finally, number 1, Uma Musume, Cinderella Grey. In the world of Uma Musume, famous racehorses from history are reborn as horse girls, literally. Girls with horse ears and tails who train, compete, and race at lightning speed. This story follows Oguri Kapu, a quiet girl from the countryside who doesn't fit the star image everyone expects. She transfers to a smaller academy where the track is rough, the facilities are old, and every race feels like an uphill battle. Instead of glamour, she receives injuries and setbacks, fierce rivals who underestimate her, and ultimately, the sheer determination to prove she belongs where she is. What makes it so powerful isn't just the races, it's the underdog story. Cinderella Grey is all about chasing greatness when nobody believes in you, and the 2025 anime adaptation captures all the raw emotion of the manga. It's less sparkle, more sweat, and that's exactly what makes Oguri Kapu unforgettable. And that's going to be it for today. If you enjoyed the video, then please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and also leave a comment with your favorite underrated pick of the year. We'd love to hear what you guys are watching.